Have you ever wondered how you can strengthen your bones and regain the confidence to live an active, fulfilling life, even after being diagnosed with a condition like osteoporosis? What if the solutions were simpler than you might think? Things like sunlight, mustard oil, and some everyday kitchen staples could be the key to turning things around. In this video, we're diving deep into the life-changing habits that helped Mr. Henry Matthews completely transform his bone health and drastically improve his recovery journey. Stay tuned because, in the next few minutes, you'll uncover the secrets behind therapeutic sunbathing, the surprising benefits of mustard oil massage, and a simple yet effective elixir that can help support stronger bones. We'll also walk you through some easy exercises you can do right at home to combat bone fragility and simple dietary changes that will nourish your bones from the inside out. By the end of this video, you'll have a comprehensive roadmap to boost your bone health, giving you the tools and knowledge to take control of your well-being, no matter where you are in your health journey. You won't want to miss these life-changing habits that could completely alter the way you look at your health. If you're not yet subscribed, I highly recommend subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support means the world to me. If you find this video valuable, please like it and share it to help me continue spreading these important lessons. If you love this topic, please drop a 1 in the comments below. If you'd prefer something different or have suggestions for improvement, leave a 0, and I'll make sure to adjust future content to better suit your needs. Now, let's get started. Habit 1. Therapeutic sunbathing, the light that strengthened his bones. When Mr. Henry Matthews was diagnosed with osteoporosis, he felt a profound sense of uncertainty about his future. His world was shaken, and he desperately sought a solution. However, he could never have anticipated that the answer would be something as simple, yet as powerful, as sunlight. During a routine checkup, his doctor offered a piece of advice that initially sounded almost too basic to be true, too simple to bring about real change. But little did he know that piece of advice would transform his life in ways he could have never imagined. Mr. Matthews, the sun is one of your greatest allies when it comes to your bones, the doctor said, his voice calm but full of conviction. But it's not just about being outside, soaking up the rays. There's a specific way to harness the power of the sun for your health. You have to do it right to see the true benefits. At first, Mr. Matthews was skeptical. How could something as ordinary as sunlight make a difference? But feeling desperate and willing to try anything, he decided to take his doctor's words to heart. He decided to turn sunbathing into a daily practice. Yet, as he soon discovered, the process was not as straightforward as simply sitting outside and enjoying the warmth. There was a deeper, more deliberate approach required, one that involved careful timing and mindful exposure. How Mr. Matthews did therapeutic sunbathing. Strategic timing. Mr. Matthews' journey into the world of therapeutic sunbathing began with a commitment to sun exposure during the early morning hours, specifically between 7 and 9 a.m. This time frame wasn't chosen by chance. It was the ideal window when sunlight is naturally rich in vitamin D, which is vital for healthy bones. Unlike the harsh midday sun, the morning rays were gentle on the skin, offering all the benefits without the risk of overexposure. Each morning, Mr. Matthews felt a sense of peace knowing that the sun, in its quiet wisdom, was helping to nourish his body in ways he couldn't have imagined. The sun wasn't just a source of light, it was a lifeline, offering the promise of healing and strength. Direct skin exposure. To truly maximize the benefits of the sunlight, Mr. Matthews wore light clothing that exposed his arms, legs, and face to the rays. He wanted his body to absorb as much of the vitamin D as possible, knowing that this was crucial for strengthening his bones. Every moment spent in the sunlight felt like an act of self-care, a ritual that connected him to his healing process. He felt that each ray that touched his skin carried not just light but the potential to restore his vitality, piece by piece. Light movement during sunbathing. Mr. Matthews didn't just sit still while soaking up the sun. He added another layer to his sunbathing practice by incorporating light movement. He walked slowly around his backyard, swinging his arms and legs, allowing the blood to flow freely through his body. This gentle movement not only enhanced the synthesis of vitamin D, but also kept his joints active and his muscles engaged. As he moved, he felt his body becoming more in tune with itself, as if the sun's warmth was waking up parts of him that had been dormant for far too long. It was a reminder that health was not just about passively receiving. It was about participating, engaging, and honoring his own body. Why therapeutic sunbathing worked. Within just a few weeks, Mr. Matthews started to feel the profound effects of his new habit. The bone pain that had once plagued him slowly began to fade, and the stiffness in his joints, once a constant, painful companion, eased away, leaving him feeling lighter and more flexible. He could walk with more ease, and he felt a renewed sense of energy and purpose. The results were more than just physical. They were emotional, too. Mr. Matthews found that his spirits were lifted as well. He was no longer just surviving his diagnosis. He was thriving. He was actively fighting back, reclaiming his health with every moment spent in the sun. The benefits weren't just anecdotal. Science backed them up as well. Research from the Endocrine Society has shown that proper sun exposure, timed correctly, can significantly boost vitamin D production, a crucial nutrient for bone health. This increase in vitamin D helps the body absorb calcium, which is essential for strong bones and for preventing the progression of osteoporosis. Additionally, sunlight has a powerful effect on mood, stimulating the production of endorphins, the body's natural mood enhancers. For Mr. Matthews, these benefits weren't just physical, they were deeply emotional. He felt his mood lift, his outlook brighten, and his determination grow. The sun didn't just heal his bones, it healed his soul. For Mr. Matthews, sunbathing became far more than a simple health habit. It became a daily ritual of self-care, a quiet, powerful connection with life itself. Each ray of sunlight that kissed his skin was a reminder that, despite his diagnosis, he was capable of profound transformation. He was no longer defined by his condition. He was the master of his healing journey. And while sunbathing was only the beginning of his road to stronger bones, it was an important first step, one that gave him hope, strength, and the confidence to continue his journey to recovery. With every passing day, he felt more alive, more in control of his health, and more connected to the world around him. It was as if the light from the sun was guiding him to a brighter, stronger future. Habit 2. The unexpected secret of mustard oil massage for stronger bones. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. While searching for ways to strengthen his bones, Mr. Henry Matthews discovered that the solution was hiding in the simplest things of daily life. One day, while visiting the local farmer's market, he overheard a piece of advice that would soon transform his recovery journey. An older vendor with a friendly smile and a treasure trove of stories leaned in and shared a family secret passed down through generations. "Henry, try using warm mustard oil on your bones. My grandfather swore by it for keeping his bones strong as stone." Intrigued and determined, Mr. Matthews decided to try what sounded like an old-fashioned home remedy. What he found, however, was a powerful technique for stimulating bone health and fighting the fragility caused by osteoporosis. How Mr. Matthews did the mustard oil massage. Every evening, right before bedtime, Mr. Matthews heated some mustard oil until it was warm and gently massaged it into areas of his body most affected by osteoporosis: his hips, shins, and spine. The warmth from the oil penetrated deep into his skin, stimulating circulation around his bones and promoting better absorption of essential minerals like calcium. The selenium found in mustard oil has anti-inflammatory properties, which help to reduce bone degradation and created an ideal environment for strengthening his bones. Why it worked. As weeks passed, Mr. Matthews noticed a dramatic improvement. The weakness in his bones began to fade. He felt more stable on his feet, and for the first time in months, he felt confident performing everyday activities that once seemed too risky. The constant fear of fractures was replaced with a newfound confidence, and he moved with ease around his home. According to studies from the Journal of Inflammation Research, Mustard oil does more than just improve circulation. It also helps retain essential minerals that are crucial for bone health. The combined effects of the heat and nutrients in the oil create an environment conducive to bone strength, preventing further bone density loss and combating the effects of osteoporosis. For Mr. Matthews, mustard oil wasn't just a temporary relief. It became a cornerstone of his bone health routine. It gave him back the strength he needed to live life fully and confidently. But this was just one part of his journey. There was still more to come. The next habit he adopted would bring even greater benefits to his bone health and recovery. Habit 3. The elixir that restored strength to his bones. In just a few short weeks, Mr. Henry Matthews began to notice something that seemed almost miraculous. The pain he had been living with for so long had dramatically decreased, his posture had improved, and for the first time in months, he felt confident enough to walk without fear. Even climbing stairs, something that had once felt like an insurmountable challenge, no longer seemed so difficult. What caused this remarkable transformation? It all started with a simple recipe he stumbled upon during a conversation with a vendor at the local market. The vendor, an older man with white hair and a warm, welcoming smile, shared the longevity secret that had been passed down through generations in his family. "My grandfather drank this every day and lived to 98 years, with bones as strong as stone," the vendor said. Intrigued by this seemingly simple concoction, Mr. Matthews decided to give it a try. What he didn't know at the time was that this mixture would become a game-changer for his bone health. Recipe for the Strength Elixir. 1 glass of fortified almond milk with added calcium. 1 tablespoon of crushed sesame seeds. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. A pinch of black pepper. 1 teaspoon of pure honey. Every morning, just before breakfast, Mr. Matthews would heat the almond milk, carefully mix in the ingredients, and drink it slowly, savoring the warmth as it spread through his body. The results were astonishing. The combination of calcium-rich sesame seeds, the anti-inflammatory properties of turmeric, and the magnesium in the almond milk worked synergistically to directly strengthen his bones and enhance his overall health. Research from the Journal of Mineral Metabolism supports the benefits of this powerful combination. Studies show that foods rich in calcium and natural anti-inflammatories, like turmeric, can help increase bone density and reduce the risk of fractures. For Mr. Matthews, this elixir became more than just a drink. It symbolized a new chapter in his life, one filled with strength, vitality, and confidence. But he knew that there was still more to be done. The next habit he adopted would further accelerate his recovery and bring even greater strength to his bones. Habit 4. The power of movement. Simple exercises that transformed his bones. By now, Mr. Henry Matthews was already feeling the positive effects of the first few habits he'd adopted, but there was still something that continued to bother him: the lingering sensation of fragility when walking. He knew he had to do more to fully regain his strength and confidence. One day, he recalled a conversation he'd had years ago with a neighborhood friend who also battled osteoporosis. His friend had once told him, "Henry, bones need to be challenged. If you don't move, they get weaker." At the time, Mr. Matthews had brushed it off, not fully understanding the importance of movement. But now, with osteoporosis at the forefront of his health concerns, those words resonated more than ever. He realized that without movement, not only would his muscles weaken, but his bones would deteriorate even faster. He also understood that each week without some form of exercise could start a chain of events leading to irreversible damage. Determined to take action, Mr. Matthews developed a simple exercise routine that changed everything. The simple exercise routine that changed everything. Stair climbing. He started slowly, using the porch step of his house. This simple movement of stepping up and down helped to strengthen the bones in his legs and hips, 2 areas most affected by osteoporosis. It was a low-impact way to gradually build strength and stimulate bone density. Lifting water bottles. With no gym nearby, Mr. Matthews improvised by filling plastic bottles with water to use as makeshift weights. He performed gentle arm exercises to strengthen his shoulders, arms, and upper back. These movements were perfect for working out at home and didn't require expensive equipment or memberships. Stretching with a towel to improve posture. Mr. Matthews incorporated a towel into his stretching routine to improve his posture and keep his spine firm. These stretches helped reduce the risk of falls, which can be especially dangerous for those with osteoporosis. The gentle stretching helped maintain flexibility while supporting bone health. Why it worked. Within just a few weeks of consistently practicing these simple exercises, Mr. Matthews noticed a remarkable improvement. His posture became more upright, and his legs felt stronger. The constant fear of falling began to fade, and he felt a surge of confidence that allowed him to do tasks that once seemed daunting. Research from the National Osteoporosis Foundation supports this approach, showing that simple resistance and weight-bearing exercises are essential for stimulating bone growth and increasing bone mineral density. Constant movement is one of the most important factors in keeping bones strong and healthy. For Mr. Matthews, this habit of daily movement became a crucial element of his recovery. It wasn't just about building muscle, it was about giving his bones the stimulation they needed to stay strong and resilient. But this was just one piece of the puzzle. The next habit he would adopt would bring even more profound benefits to his bone health. Habit 5. Conscious eating, the menu that nourished his bones. Mr. Henry Matthews knew that strengthening his bones wasn't just about exercise and natural treatments. Diet played a critical role in this transformation. But he didn't want to get caught up in complicated diets or hunt for rare ingredients. The secret was in adapting what he already had in his kitchen to create a simple, nutritious menu rich in the essential nutrients needed for bone health. During a conversation with a nutritionist at his local health center, he received simple but transformative guidance that would forever change the way he thought about food. Foods Mr. Matthews included in his routine. Black beans and chickpeas. Both are rich in magnesium and phosphorus, two essential nutrients that help rebuild bone structure and strengthen joints. These legumes became a staple in his diet, supporting his bone health while being easy to incorporate into everyday meals. Sardines with bones. A natural source of calcium, sardines became an essential part of Mr. Matthews' meals. He learned to eat them with the bones, as that's where the highest concentration of calcium is found. This small change gave his bones the calcium boost they desperately needed. Dark leafy greens. Vegetables like kale and spinach, which are packed with vitamin K, became regular in his diet. Vitamin K plays a crucial role in calcium metabolism, helping the body efficiently use calcium for bone strength. Mr. Matthews incorporated these greens into his meals by making green juices and sautéing them for lunch and dinner, ensuring he was getting a steady intake of this important vitamin. Squash and seeds. These foods are rich in vitamin A, which aids in cell regeneration, and seeds, which provide zinc, a vital mineral for bone formation. By adding squash and seeds to his daily routine, Mr. Matthews supported his bones from a cellular level. Why it worked. In just a few weeks, Mr. Matthews noticed a significant improvement in his energy levels and overall body strength. The combination of foods rich in calcium, magnesium, and essential vitamins helped to strengthen his bones from the inside out. Studies from the Brazilian Journal of Functional Nutrition show that a diet rich in calcium, vitamin K, and magnesium is essential for preventing and treating osteoporosis. Additionally, regularly consuming legumes, calcium-rich fish, and leafy greens enhances the absorption of these key nutrients, helping to maintain bone density and improve bone health. For Mr. Matthews, changing his eating habits wasn't just about what he ate, it was about fueling his body with the right nutrients to restore and support his bone health. By making these simple adjustments to his diet, he was able to nourish his bones and set himself on the path to long-term recovery. But the journey wasn't over yet. The next habit he adopted would further accelerate his bone health and provide even more powerful results. Habit 6. Stretching with elastic bands, the secret to strong bones and correct posture. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Even after embracing all of the previous habits, Mr. Henry Matthews knew he still needed something to improve his posture and ensure his bones stayed strong. That's when, during a session with a physiotherapist at his local health center, he discovered a simple but incredibly effective method: stretching with elastic bands. Henry, elastic bands aren't just great for strengthening muscles, they can also help improve bone strength. They're perfect for maintaining proper posture and preventing fractures, particularly in the spine, the physiotherapist explained. Intrigued by this simple tool, Mr. Matthews decided to incorporate elastic band stretches into his routine. He was determined to find a way to both improve his posture and strengthen his bones in one go. How Mr. Matthews used the elastic bands. Arm and shoulder stretches. Mr. Matthews started by holding the elastic band with both hands, extending his arms straight in front of him. Slowly, he spread his arms outward until he felt light resistance. This motion helped strengthen the muscles and bones in his shoulders and upper spine, areas that are particularly vulnerable to osteoporosis. Stretching the spine. To work on his posture and spinal health, Mr. Matthews anchored the elastic band to a stationary point, like a door handle, and then leaned back to feel a gentle stretch in his spine. This exercise was especially beneficial for counteracting the hunched posture caused by osteoporosis, helping to keep his spine aligned and reducing the risk of fractures. Why it worked. In just a few weeks, Mr. Matthews began to notice a significant improvement. His posture became more upright, his back felt less hunched, and his balance improved dramatically. The fear of falling, something that had plagued him for so long, began to dissipate. He walked with confidence and regained the sense of independence that had been slipping away. Research from the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy supports the benefits of using elastic bands for strengthening bones and improving posture. These exercises not only help increase bone density but also strengthen the muscles that support the spine, preventing fractures and improving overall posture. Additionally, stretching with elastic bands increases flexibility, reduces joint pain, and enhances overall body stability, all of which are crucial for those dealing with osteoporosis. For Mr. Matthews, these elastic band exercises weren't just about building strength. They were about restoring confidence and ensuring that he could move through his day with ease and stability. With every stretch, he was strengthening his bones, improving his posture, and taking control of his recovery. And that's a wrap on the powerful habits that helped Mr. Henry Matthews transform his bone health and regain his confidence. So, what have you learned today? What's one habit or tip that stood out to you the most, and how do you plan to incorporate it into your own life? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment below and let me know which of these habits you're most excited to try and how you'll be putting them into practice to strengthen your bones and improve your health. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your support means the world, and by subscribing, you'll never miss out on valuable content that can help you live a stronger, healthier life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.